Today on the channel, it's the invasion of the lizard people with Mortal Kombat Storm and Reptile.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles unboxing and review. And today, we've got Reptile. But for all your Mortal Kombat needs and a whole lot more, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description below to save 10% on all in-stock merchandise. And that's exactly what I did. Gotta get a deal all day long. Of course, this is normally over $100. Entertainment Earth, as of filming this, has this on clearance as an outlet deal for $65. Guess what? You go through my link, save an extra 10% on top of that. And we're not done, folks. Use code SUNFREE2022. Get free shipping on top of that. So gotta get a deal all day long. That's exactly what I did. I went to Entertainment Earth. I am hearing some people the code doesn't work. Like, it hasn't been working for me the last few days. Some people it works just fine. Entertainment Earth is working on it. They said their tech people are looking into seeing what the issue is. But your mileage may vary. Either way, you can pick him up at Entertainment Earth. We're going to do this review like we do all the other unboxings and reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, talk about it, unbox it, talk about it, see where it goes from there. And of course, Reptile, a little bit of a get the most out of your molds out there, as we do know there's a lot of characters in the Mortal Kombat world that look a lot like this. Very smart for game designers. You give us Scorpion, Smoke, Reptile, Sub-Zero, the list goes on for days. But Reptile, always a popular one. When he came in Mortal Kombat 2, he was one of my favorite guys to play as. Very, very cool, and very cool features of what I've seen in this one. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging on this bad boy. Very reminiscent of all the other Storm Collectible Mortal Kombat figures. Of course, you get that plastic in there. Not the best for mint-on-card collectors. Reptile, Mortal Kombat, Glamour Shot. I love how it kind of angles the box right there so you can see him looking really good. On the side, a little glamour action. And on the back of the package, you got a little blurb and all that kind of fun stuff. Let's dive in and see what it says about our old pal Reptile. Reptile is the last known surviving member of his race. He has since made Outworld his home. Shao Kahn has made use of Reptile's mastery of stealth to spy on suspected traitors and slay known enemies at the Empire. But the knowledge that he has is the last of his kind gnaws at Reptile. He would give anything, kill anyone, if it would bring his realm back from the abyss. Old Reptile. There it is, Mortal Kombat WB. Very, very cool here. Storm Collectibles, always top-notch. We've unboxed a lot of Storm Collectibles. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Wrestling, Golden Axe, of course. There's a lot of these. I have a ton of Golden Axe videos currently up on my Patreon. They'll get to traditional YouTube, just don't know when. Mortal Kombat background with Reptile, very, very cool. But a lot of great Storm Collectibles. I would love to see Storm make more wrestling figures in the future. We do know we got a few coming up here. We got a little action coming, but I want some Road Warriors. I want the Great Muda. I want the Ultimo Dragon. I don't know if that day will ever come, but we can keep our fingers crossed. Plastic Prison, a little tough on the Plastic Prison with all that action right there. But I'm going to take him off camera. I'm going to get this unboxed, go through all this stuff, and we'll be back talking all things Reptile. All right, we got Reptile out of the pack, and he is ready to party. And let's break down the accessories, as we always do first. Then we'll get down to the figure. Of course, we do get the stand here. Storm Collectibles always give us these kind of stands going on. Really choose your own adventure stand. A nice, clear one. There you go. You got a little stand action. Now, let's break it down. Let's break down these hands. We got all kinds of hands. So we got two closed, kind of, I guess, karate chopping hands, I guess we'll call these. We got these two right here. All of these do have the wrapping, of course, the green and black attack that he is so known for. I got a little bit of finger-pointing hands. I don't know what technical term. Kind of a little bit gnarled, a little bit. Yeah, we got those going on. Of course, he does come with two fists. He is in Mortal Kombat. He better be prepared to use those fists. We do got two gripping hands in case he needs to grip something, of course. And then we got the splayed out hands, two of these splayed out hands. So choose your own hand adventure. As usual, they give us so many hands with these Storm Collectible figures, it's hard to keep track of, really. Then we get down to some other accessories here. And how cool is this lizard head? And we'll dive into this guy in a little bit. But we do have a hood for the lizard head as well. Very cool. And we'll talk about this with the figures as well. And then you get two attachments that I'm going to assume work with this head. And it's probably... Well, if I can get... Yep, okay, it's exactly what I thought. So the tongue is removable on this lizard head, so you got a short tongue in there. Now we got a big long tongue here, and then we get, I don't know, acid? I always thought it was like acid. He spitted acid on guys and stuff. So really very, very cool. You can choose that, and there's no doubt in my mind I'm going to have to display him with one of these two things going on. We'll dive into it here. We'll get to the head here, but let's go through the rest of the accessories and the body first. Get that kind of realm he comes through there, a little background design action. You can put this on that flight stand, have him stand in front of it, things like that, or in back of it, whatever you need to do. But we do get that nice effect piece. Very, very cool looking. Nice white into the green, as it really does look like it's spinning, like something out of Doctor Strange almost. Now we get down to it. We get down to old Reptile. And of course, this is very similar to the Scorpions, Sub-Zeros, all the other ones of the past. Those, of course, very pricey figures, very hard to obtain on the aftermarket. Some of you great customizers out there, you guys could have a field day with this Reptile. You pick him up on deep discount, and you can paint him into whoever or whatever you want him to be. So, pro tip for you customizers out there. But of course, StormCollectibles bringing all the articulation, head side to side, up and down, removable head, of course, shoulders all around, butterfly on the shoulder joints, all kinds of movement, bicep cuts across the board, really nice bicep cut, double jointed elbows, of course, hands removable, nice forearm guards here in the green and black attack, like the heavy metal band Overkill. Everybody should listen to some Overkill. Beautiful hands, of course, that are replaceable with anyone you want. Choose your own hand adventure, as I always say. He does have his vest over the top, nice soft movable plastic. You do get some side to side, but it is a little bit limited, but we do get side to side. Of course, you can almost do the split, so you can get out there. It does got this little cover going in front, like a true ninja should. You do get side to side on the legs as well, double jointed knees, ankles up, down, side to side, plenty of articulation. And then you got toe articulation like a young Todd McFarlane as well. Very, very cool. I love the deep stretch with the butterfly joints. I get some nice posability out of this guy for sure. He is a ninja, so he should be very posable. I'd love to see somebody repaint this to look like Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe. That would be pretty cool as well. But the head, of course, he's got the reptilian eyes. Oh, those reptile people. You got to watch out for the lizard people. I hear they're out there. I've been told that. I watched it. I think it was Jesse Ventura's Conspiracy Theory, or maybe one of the other million shows about lizard people. But he does got the lizard people vibe going on. He's got the old lizard eyes going there. He does have his patented green mask to match the rest of the green, of course. The mask is removable. You pull that off, you don't really get a whole lot. Nothing really going on right there. But that is replaceable if you want it to be. But very good. Definitely all day long. Looks like Reptile. These figures are fabulous. If you've never had a Storm Collectible figure, you really owe it to yourself. Pick something, pick a property, pick a figure, and roll with it, because they are very, very nice figures at the end of the day. I'm going to pull this head off, and I'm going to put this old lizard head on, because this is the one everybody kind of wants. This is the one that makes him dangerous, makes him different. I remember being just like, oh, how cool is this, when I played Mortal Kombat 2 for the first time ever. Very, very cool lizard head. Looks like him all day long. Very reptilian. Looks awesome. It looks almost like the lizards from that TV show V way back in the 80s. I remember Sci-Fi, when I was a little kid, would show reruns of that one. I used to watch that from time to time. The old lizard people invasion. But very, very good head, and I love the articulated jaw in this guy. You got a big, deep articulation in the jaw if you're so inclined, or you can have it closed. Got razor sharp teeth on here. Very awesome. And then you got the red eyes with the slits in them. Different shades of green throughout the head. Just looks very dangerous. Looks very intimidating. And of course, we talked about the tongue replacement. He came with the short tongue on him, but you can put this long tongue on. And the grooves, it has to go a certain way, so you just got to line it up. And you're off to the races. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not off to the races quite yet. Does got to stick in there. There we go. It does pop in, but look at that. Looks like he's got his tongue stuck in something. You could have it slam in a car door and drive away. You can do all kinds of stuff. Or it almost looks like he's got bubble gum and it's being stretched out there. But definitely it's got the two wisps on the end of his tongue, the split there. You could have him getting somebody right in the face with this. Very, very cool effect piece. Very nice attention to detail. Very nice added piece to this to really bring it out. Bring up really cool memories of Mortal Kombat 2. Playing it at the arcade when I was a kid. And then, of course, I do have a Scorpion handy, so you can give him the come over here. He can give him the tongue. And, man, you got a battle for the ages right here, of course. A lot of reuse between these two. We did unbox this Scorpion on the channel, so check that video out if you happen to miss it. But, man, I do love this lizard. It's tough for me. I, of course, love Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2 will always be the sweet spot in my heart. Those were my playing days. I remember going to the arcade. I think I've told the story on the channel before. My buddy was a Mortal Kombat 2 expert, and he did win a tournament at the arcade, and we got tons of movie tickets, free Mortal Kombat swag and stuff. I was standing there with a towel wiping his brow as he was hot in the action. And I'll never forget, too, in the finals, in the very finals of the tournament, he won, and the guy he beat just turned around and punched him in the face. He was so mad he lost. Crazy time at the old arcade. Kids don't know about how crazy those times are. But they were definitely crazy back then. But very, very fun for Mortal Kombat. I'm going to put this little acid in here because that is another very cool option here. He can burn somebody away. These are a little hard to get in, though. You got to really line them up just right. And this one's such a clear piece. It's like that clear green, translucent. Can I get it in there? No, I cannot. You got to be smarter than the acid, apparently. I don't know, it doesn't want to line up. Very hard to see, like I said. Didn't go in as easy as... There we go. No? Well, you know what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to go in there. I don't want to sit and play with it for 10 minutes, but it will line up right in there. I guess I could close his jaw and it'll hold it in for now. That'll work. But looks very cool. Looks like he's spitting some acid right in somebody's face, taking them out. I'm here for that all day long. I love this thing. I don't know about the hood on it. He does come with the extra hood, so I guess if you want that on there. He almost looks like a Reptile soldier with his hood on there, but choose your own hood adventure. If you want it on there, you can. If you don't, you don't. I am going to display him, I think, with the tongue, the long tongue. I just think that is pretty cool action feature. That is pretty cool and neat. Very, very solid pickup, especially when this came out. It was over $100, now down to $65, plus 10% off, plus free shipping. Got to get a deal all day long, and I would say you could get a deal on him. This is one of those ones that years from now people will go back. This will be a very expensive figure for people that missed out on the first go around. Much like a lot of the StormCollectibles Mortal Kombat line, there's a lot of figures I missed out on that I would love to be able to have a second chance at. Who knows, maybe one day. But what are your thoughts on this Reptile? Picking him up? Passing? Did you even know he existed? Have you ever even heard of Entertainment Earth? Let me know in the comments down below. I definitely do recommend this one. I like it a whole lot. Very, very fun to move around with and different head features and all that kind of stuff. And then while you're here, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. You don't want to miss a video. We're unboxing tons of StormCollectibles, tons of everything really on the channel. So much so, we got it overflowing into the Patreon where you can get a lot of videos way in advance of traditional YouTube, exclusive content, bonus content, a lot going on over at the Patreon, and of course, best of all, you do support the channel. You can also follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for Reptile and lizard people everywhere, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.